This move was announced earlier today when Tim Griffin decided to come back home and join Georgia Tech. Now, obviously, I made this edit. This is up below. That's obviously my logo, as y'all boys can see right here. So I designed, obviously, the edit and did it for him. But the major for Georgia Tech, man, to land Tim Griffin. Obviously, a player, didn't play a lot. Only, I think, recorded one tackle while he was up there at Cincinnati, but come out of high school, 3-star prospect. Definitely had his fair share of offers. Went up there, like I said, didn't play a whole bunch, man, but got a lot of good experience, man. And when I talked to him, obviously, it was key. They see him kind of moving all over. The versatility is something that catches my eye. Right, Georgia Tech wants to use him in the 3 technique, maybe even move him around to the other defensive end or edge rusher position, outside linebacker, maybe even sometimes on the interior. We'll see what they end up doing. But both Jess Simpson and obviously Kyle Pope both like what he can bring to the table and what he can do. Now, Georgia Tech has been active when it comes to, landing guys and obviously adding to the edge room. They landed Jordan Walker. They landed Noah Carter, who's obviously the biggest gift for them so far in the portal cycle. Defensive lineman Taufik Thomas was another one. Vincent and Carroll Jackson, and then obviously Tim Griffin. Now, Griffin, along with Noah Carter, I think both have a lot of a good ability on the edge rusher position, along with some of the young guys that did not hit the portal for Georgia Tech, which was massive. Christian Garrett, you look at Andre Fuller, and you throw in there Montre Bradford, along with the Braden Manley, who didn't hit the portal either. That's a solid base of defensive edge guys that should be able to start getting to the quarterback and making a difference. At worst, Tim Griffin's obviously a death piece, a rotational player, but I do think he will have a very sustained and fulfilled role with Georgia Tech. He wants to come back home, put on for his family. He wants to come back home and be that guy, be a trusted person for Georgia Tech. Something that I do think is underrated for Georgia Tech is they're getting a lot of young, hungry players to come play for their program. Yes, it's a mix of veterans in there, but guys that didn't necessarily get the opportunity they wanted at other programs. And I think Georgia Tech is affording these guys a lot of those opportunities, and I think Tim Griffin's another one of those. And when you have a hungry beast and somebody that wants to prove themselves and that they can play at this high level, I think it only bodes well for you. So he's going to help out Georgia Tech, especially in tackling. You look at his grade, I think it was a 73.2 according to Pro Football Focus. What did Georgia Tech struggle with last season? Tackling, run defense. He's going to be able to obviously aid that big time for Georgia Tech. Like I said, when you're putting up those kind of numbers, you're putting up starter caliber worthy numbers. Again, I know he didn't have a lot of tackles this past year, but he was a guy that was really good in run pursuit and helping guys out as well in that category. They need strong physical guys, and with him being 6'5", 275, he's going to be a tweener and a guy that's going to be tough to stay in front of, tough to block, relentless motor. To be simple, Georgia Tech needs that, and they need it in the worst way. And with him obviously coming to the flats and becoming a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, that's only going to help them. So can't wait to see his growth. Can't wait to see how good he's going to be. And you can bet your hat he's going to be in that rotation in 2026. So really good gift for Georgia Tech. And I think they've done a pretty good job in this portal, landing guys and bringing guys in that can help this program next fall. And that's all you want at the end of the day, man. So another really good gift for them, a solid B+ gift for the Yellow Jackets.